My average commission when I started was $3,000. It's now $5,800 a deal. My prices have gone way up. I don't lose deals in the last 2 years, but I haven't lost any listings. That's a great thing.
So we're going to be talking with Richard Barnes. He is one of my students, and also I just adore him. So Richard, tell us where you are from and how long you've been in real estate.
I am from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've been real estate. This is my 23rd year. I am 68 years old, going on 70. But I joined the program 3 years ago, scared to death. I was not doing very well. I was doing about 30 deals a year. And I had a coach before, Krista, and I was doing lots of FSBO calling and cold calling and things of that nature. And after so many years of that, I was just so tired. I didn't want to do it anymore. So I found her book and I read it. I said, I can do that. So I attempted to do the whole thing myself. I read it thoroughly. And my first video was a total flop. And I said, well, maybe I should hire her and do it the right way. So that's what I did. And but I did really well with FSBOs. I just was real tired of it. And I didn't want to cold call anymore. It's just, I just had enough. So 7 days a week, that kind of thing. So I hired Krista, and things just started to take off from there. It was very hard. I was very overwhelmed the first year because there is a ton of stuff in this program. I mean, a ton. And you are going to learn a lot. I did for sure. And after 3 years in the business with her as a coach, things have gone from 30 deals to having personally 50 the second year, 78 last year. I've hired four agents, and I have an assistant. And next week, actually, I'm going to hire a virtual assistant from the Philippines. So we'll start having her cold call instead.
That's awesome. So tell now what is actually working, because I want to make sure. So you went from 30 deals to 78. Now you've got people helping you.
Right. Yeah.
That's a very good increase.
Yep. And my average commission when I started was $3,000. It's now $5,800 a deal. My prices have gone way up. I don't lose deals in the last 2 years. Out of the 78, I lost 2 to discount brokers, the 3.5 thing, and they just were set on that deal, and I couldn't talk them out of it. So, but I haven't lost any listings. That's a great thing. The listing presentation helps a ton. I've got all the material, the books, and the videos that I send people the night before. I drop off a package the night before. So it really, really is effective. So it's helped a lot. Nobody does it. No one. Yeah.
No one does that. So tell me, what would you say, like, if people that are watching, what would you say if they were like, okay, I need to has made the biggest impact on your business, because your commissions have almost doubled, and you're almost triple in transactions. Mm-hmm. So that's in 3 years, right? So, but I think it's really interesting. You went from 30 to 50 just from 1 year, just within a year of being in the program. That's amazing. Tell them, what should they be doing? Like, if they're watching right now, can you give them some strategies? Like, here's what's working right now in the market.
Last year, I spent a lot of time on Google My Business, and we cover that in the program, of course. And there's a couple of gals in the program that are just doing phenomenal with Google My Business as well. I guess I should do this too. So I really worked hard on Google My Business, getting reviews, having people write blogs for me. So I have a company that writes blogs once a week, and I put all my videos on Google My Business, and that has helped a lot. I made a lot of money off of Google My Business last year. So that's one thing. The next thing is the listing presentation. Of course, when you get there, they're ready to hire you because nobody else is doing what you're doing, which is it's fabulous. They're just ready to sign. I learned a lot about Facebook, putting my ads on Facebook. I do 2 videos per week. They're on Facebook. I have almost 300 videos in the last 36 months. And, I'm getting lots of traction. Things on YouTube are starting to pick up, not a lot, but a little bit. I think that thing takes some time,
Yeah.
YouTube. So Google My Business has been quite phenomenal. What really is the big thing for me is the coaching calls twice a week that you do great with, and bring some fantastic speakers, and you work on my negative attitude when I started. So, but probably the best thing for me is the thing in the morning, the skin in the game. So every morning we meet with 8 or 10 or 15 other agents that are in the program. We give 2 commitments, what we're going to do that day. And if I didn't have that, I would probably be back at the 30 sales a year again, because that is just so great. You have to, it just keeps you accountable all the time.
Now that we're done, I always call it like skin in the game is your anchor to, and they say when you're trying to make big changes and you're trying to change habits that you need to kind of change what you're doing. So skin in the game is like your anchor to a positive attitude. It's your anchor to like making sure little small, like big, huge accomplishments are just bunch of little small compliments, little small commitments in a row that make big, big things. I liked your reward behind you. Will you share everybody your reward behind you right along with, show me that. And I love, is that your dad that served your country? Ooh, so he has 50 plus homes a year. This year we need to get you, you're going to be at the 75 one. The next award's a 75 one, Rich.
Yes. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yay. So good. It's so good. All right. So I know some people that are like, they're afraid, you know, so a lot of cold calling, a lot of door knocking, not a fan of that, because what happens when you stop cold calling, right? You stop calling, everything stops. So can you talk a little bit about when you take a video and you distribute it the right way? Because here, everyone, you need to understand something. You can make all the videos in the world, but if you don't know how to market them properly so they actually get exposure and get seen, then it doesn't make a difference that you're really doing videos, because only like 0 to 1%, this is a real statistic, of videos actually go viral. So that's when you're doing a video and you get like 2 or 3 people watching it. Maybe it's your mom or your mom's best friend or your dog or whoever else. It's not real people. Now that you're doing the video content, you're properly distributing it the right way. You've incorporated what we taught you to do on Google. How has that changed and affected your business?
Well, we have in the program office hours, which is several times a week where you can go in and get help, and they teach you how to put the videos on Facebook. So it's not just posting a video on your page, it's actually spending money in advertising. So they teach you how to do that, and how to get your clients and how to retarget the clients and how to focus on those clients, and your avatar, who are the people that you really want to work with. We're working on that lately. And so we have all that in the program, and it's all coming from the Facebook and videos. That's where it's all at. So it's helped a lot. I mean, I can't say honestly that anybody's ever called me and say, hey, I saw your video, I want you to list a home. One time when I first started, you remember I got that $1 million listing. The first week I was in the business, I think with you, and the lady saw a video and I sold this $1 million listing. But since then, really nobody, but everything has increased because of all the things that I'm doing. The Facebook and the YouTube and the Google and everything that's going on, it all has contributed to my rise in sales. I haven't made a cold call in 3 years, and I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life. And I'm just, I'm thrilled to death.
So for some,
my family.
I'm sure your family is. Yes. I know your wife likes nice things. So let me ask you a question. For someone that's sitting here and they're like, I feel like I'm too old. I'm not good with technology. It's going to be hard. What would you say?
I'd say you're crazy, because I'm 68 years old, and I have a lot of people that say that to me. Man, how do you do all that stuff? I said, well, you just have to sit down and learn it. It's not that bad. Once you get it, you get it. But hey, I'll be doing this for a few more years. I'll be in my 70s, and I'm enjoying it now. I love making great money. So, you know, taking trips. We do 4 vacations a year now. We've never done that before. So 4 weeks off a year. And we go to these conferences with Krista and every other place. So it's just been a great ride. And my program is actually up this month, but I'm gonna get back in.
He's renewing. That's why he's a lifer. Okay, so one question people always ask is, how much money are you spending on ad spend? So the marketing budget, and where did you start with the marketing budget? Because most people typically start around $250 a month, we find. So what are you spending? What did you start with spending when you were marketing, and what are you spending now? And then lastly, and then we'll wrap up. Answer that first.
Okay, so when I started, Alex Mayer and I went to your first conference, I think the summit in California, and we discussed this on the way back. We were both spending about $1,200 a month on videos on Facebook. Now it's come down. I'm $400 or $500 a month because I don't have to do that much anymore. So, you know, I have my audience I built up over 3 years, and I keep on top of my past clients, and I really don't have to spend that much anymore. So.
Ooh, that's great. That's great. Okay, awesome. I was going to ask one more thing and I forgot, kind of lost it here. Well, we appreciate you doing this. If there's one piece of advice that you can give someone right now, whether they're a brand new agent or whether they're somebody who's kind of middle of the road, kind of like you were doing 30 deals a year, or somebody that was like me when I first started doing video, correctly distributing it and becoming a mass marketer, somebody who's doing like 60 homes a year, what would your advice be that they should do right now to significantly increase their business? And let me just point something out. He had his best year ever, made the most amount of money when we had the hardest year in real estate in the past, I would say 6 or 7 years. Would you agree, Rich?
I agree. It made over $300,000 last year. During the pandemic, it was all good. So I didn't have any problems. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. I love it. Of course you do. You're working hard. Okay. What would your advice be?
My advice would be accountability. The grouping that we have in the morning at Skin in the Game, there's 8, 10, or 15 of people that think like me. They all want to be better. They all want to make money. They all want to increase their business. So we all get together. I learned more things in that stupid group than you can shake a stick at about what's going on with real estate around the country. And I learn a ton from others that are in the business. So that would be get accountability group, but join the program for Pete's sake. I mean, I was afraid to do it. And it was hard to do the first year to pay the bill, but now I would spend $50,000 without any problem.
Yeah, you gotta, sometimes things have to go up for things to go down before things move up, right? Like everybody just wants a magic pill, and people always say, what's the one thing? What's the one thing you should do? And I tell you, there's not just one thing, it's all the things together. And then the momentum effect is amazing. Rich, I appreciate you so much doing this. Thanks for taking the time to talk to our audience and realtors across the nation and give them some advice. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much. It's great being one of your students, and I will continue to do so.
Richard Barnes, everybody. Again, what's the name of your company, Rich, if they want to look you up?
Realty Experts, LLC in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay, there you have it. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.